Afternoon Nkosi Talk Shows family, is Nomsa here at Nkosi Talk Shows. Find your own voice, lead from within. With me today, I have Kamau Emma. How are you, Kamau?
Hi, Anamsa, and hello, everyone watching us now or later. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
All right.
Awesome. So our topic today is how to create a life framework, a step-by-step guide. So in this topic today, we're going to explore the benefits of having life framework and provide a step-by-step guide on how you can create one for yourself. We'll cover everything, identifying your values, setting goals to create a plan of health and maintaining your framework over time. Whatever you might be, or whatever your background or your situation, whether you're an athletics artist or a simple a business person or simple looking to improve your life, this video will provide you with tools and inspiration you need to create a life framework that works for you. So let's dive into it. What do you think about the framework, Kamal? And also life a framework. Before I go to Kamal, we're going to cover health-wise, purpose, self-development, relationship, love life, professional life, mind and meanings, career, wealth lifestyle, leadership lifestyle, and leadership and impact, happiness, planning, profit, family, growth. If we can cover all this, we can do part two. So over to you, Kamal.
All right. So a framework, a blueprint, a framework for your life.
Yes.
Look, it all starts with what you want in life. It all starts with how you want your life to be, who you want in it. And I'm going to always go back to what your purpose is. And purposes change in our life throughout our years, and we can have multiple purposes. And when I talk about purpose, I specifically mention the purpose as in the ikigai, like the Japanese call it, which is a combination of things. What do you love doing? What can you get paid that you do well? And what can you contribute to the world? Remember, purpose is about contribution to society, not only to yourself. And the part where you contribute to yourself is what you enjoy and love doing. So taking that blueprint and understanding how you want to live your life, it all revolves around where you are in life and what passions you have. What skills do you have? What are your values? What do you value the most? I'm talking about deep core values, not the surface values. I'm talking about, do you want to live your life honestly? And when I say honestly, it's not necessarily honestly with people, but more importantly, honest with yourself. The moment we are honest with ourselves is the moment that we can live a fulfilling life. We all have these desires and ideas, dreams, and thoughts of how we want to live our life. Many use vision boards. However, the vision board doesn't necessarily work if you don't really understand how you will get there and why you want to get there before the how. So understanding your why is something that Simon Sinek talks about when he talks about companies. The why of a company is what motivates, what drives the rest of the how. And in our perspective as humans, as living beings, we should understand why we want to go a specific direction or take a certain path. Unfortunately, not a lot of people live that way. Most people live day by day, live in the routine of everything that has been given down to them by their fathers, their grandparents, by society. And I do repeat myself constantly because it is a major concern in what is currently happening as well to society. People live in these boxes, and they live in these boxes because that is the safest way to live. So imagine yourself being chained and enclosed in a pasture. That's the only place where you can go. You're not allowed to go any further than that. And that's what you are actually doing to yourself. And the moment you cut those chains and go beyond those borders and those barriers, that is the moment that you truly explore yourself and understand who and why you want to become, or you want to get out of those chains and lines. So yeah, I think that's my introduction, if you will, or my thoughts on the idea so far. I'm very curious in hearing where you want to take us with this talk and what you think. And obviously, if you have questions and if the audience have questions, we are welcome to answer them straight away when they pop up. You're muted, Nomsa, as you always do.
I love that, Kamal, that you said depending on where you want to take your life, because we're all different. We all live different life. We have different values and different beliefs. So I love that you were very specific to our audience that designing your own life has to be based on what you really, really want to achieve in life. Some people, they want to look at their health. It's important to them. The health is, they designing your own life, your own framework is like a map, like you want to travel. Now we have the map on our smartphone ready for us, where we just have to click and tell the map where we are going. And the map then replies and tells us this is how by public transport you can do this, leave at this time. It will take you 2 hours or 50 minutes or 1 hour. Or by car, this is how it's going to take you. This is where you're going to go. It gives you the direction. And then by cycling, it gives you that as well. That's what life a framework is. When we write our goals, we write our vision, we have to know how this vision is gonna, how are we intended to get there. And the other thing is you have to take out the finances. Some people, they single out, they're like, I need to go to health, but I need to go to the gym. I can't afford it. And I think we have to take out the how. Let's put the map. You have to design the map, write the map. This is how I'm going to get there. But forget about the finances. How am I going to find it? How am I going to, you have to forget your mind going somewhere. This is how I'm going to get there. I'm going to walk, I'm going to drive, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to come out to come in and help me to design, to help me to get there. It's more like you're finding the right people step by step. Or you want to build a house. How are you going to build that house? Are you going to save money bit by bit, and then in 5 years' time, and then you're going to go and build your own house? So those are the things that we're talking about when we're talking about actually designing your own life. My daughter comes and asks me about her dreams. She doesn't ask me first now. She goes to her dad first. And then when she comes to me, I'm like, tell me what you want to do in life. And she goes, this is what I want to do. For me, my decision, like if we have to go for what we want, it's not an easy way out. It's like an easy way. It's a way where you have to approach people. So that's what she does. She goes to her dad and she goes, Mommy, I think my dad's way is not working. So can we do your way? And then my way is you have to close your eyes. Imagine the people that are going to get you there. And then you have to connect yourself with those people. That means you have to have the courage to write emails. And if people reject you, you have to have the courage to accept that rejection without being judgmental of yourself, or without judging those people that have rejected you. So that's how I personally designed my own life. I look at my spirituality, my faith, and then who is Nomsa, my values and my beliefs. And then I look at my career-wise. Where do I need to go? Career-wise, is this what I need to do? Like yesterday, I was filming, and then I'm filming, and I'm like, why do I have to choose all the difficult jobs in this world? My jobs are not easy. Like I was watching people are filming, and I'm saying to the guy, I was like, I'm tired of talking. I had to talk over and over, but that is the life that I have chosen. That if I want to get there where I need to get there, that life, I'm gonna have to actually do these things. I'm gonna have to put myself out there. And then I'm putting myself out there, and somebody goes, Nomsa, there's plenty of job if you need it. I'm like, whoa. I think that's for now. That is okay for now. Let me go home and breathe. So because I'm putting myself out there, so you can put yourself out there. I don't know, Kamal, what you think by actually creating your own life. It means the fear has to be acknowledged. So I don't know what Kamal think, because the fear is there. Trust me. And also, if you have people who are jealous.
Yeah, but you see, you're going into people, right? And I don't really, I'm going to put it this way, and people will probably misunderstand it. I don't really care about people.
Oh, no, come out. We need to care.
No,
yes.
No.
No.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
I care about people's opinions about me.
Okay, I get you there. Because you figure out people come out, but somebody else hasn't. You and I have figured them out.
I agree, but that's the starting point of things.
Yeah.
We grow up at school. I was asking about that in class. We were talking about these things actually the other day in class, in one of my English classes. And one of the students said that I want to be liked. And I said, by everyone? And they said, yeah, because if I'm not liked, I won't feel that I'm fitting in. I said, fair enough. Now you're talking about how to fit in with society. But what happens if not everyone likes you and only a few like you? And that's what I'm talking about here. We, growing up and living our life, we have a variety of acquaintances, close friends, not too far friends, and then we have the acquaintances and the people that you just like say hi to, right? Who are the most important people? Who is your tribe? Who are the people that you stick around with that complement your life, that are there to support you mentally, that are there to support your dreams and not judge what you're doing, that are there to say, excellent job, you're doing it great. Even if they can't do it their way, they would admit that I wouldn't dare do what you're doing. I am jealous in a way that I want to do like you, but I'm too scared. And then we come to that part that you're talking about, that fear. That fear is there, it's present, because it is the unknown, right? We fear the unknown. And yet, the result of the unknown is much more rewarding than what you know. What you know is already there. You've got it. There's no point talking about it. So why not explore something new? Why not explore beyond your limitations, what you have limited yourself? To put it into perspective, I had dropped out of university several times, and I decided not long ago to go and study again, to start studying again. And I had convinced myself very subtly that I'm no good. I'm no good at studying. I don't have it in me to study and go to university. So that has been my life for 20 years, or it was my life for 20 years. And then came up the idea that, wait, there's NLP, there is hypnosis, there is coaching, there's life purpose coaching. So I started reading and studying that stuff. And behold, I managed for some reason. And this was my first trigger that told me, wait a second, you can do that. After that, I opened my website, I opened my company, and I started coaching people. And then I had limited myself to believing that I have to reach a certain level to be a karate sensei and to open my own karate school. And then I just, out of a whim, I said, you know what? I'm going to post on Facebook around the area. And
okay, drop out a university. Don't forget to tell the audience
wait,
the
I
party.
haven't finished my story. There are triggers. Let me finish my story.
It's taking too long.
There's a
I'm
point.
excited.
So I posted on Facebook in the area and see if karate was something that was required. And I found that there were many people that wanted to have this new opportunity. And I opened the school. Obviously, with another friend of mine. But again, I surpassed another limiting belief that I had about myself. And I'm still learning and I'm still becoming better and I'm still upgrading myself. Now, after these limitations, I said, you know what the hell? I love psychology. I want to study psychology. And I was thinking, should I do a bachelor's? Should I do a master's? I have enough work experience and I have enough certificates and I have enough knowledge to go through a bachelor or a master's. I went and applied for the bachelor degree. The university refused to accept me in the bachelor degree because of this simple reason. There weren't enough applicants. However, they said, but there are enough in the master's degree. And you have enough knowledge and experience to push for the master's. I said, cool, let me go for the master's. So you see the universe, synchronicity, the flow of life pushed me directly into a master's instead of going through a bachelor's and then a master's. And it was difficult. It was hard. It was struggling hours and lack of sleep and stress and deadlines that I was scared not to meet. But I have learned and read in the past year and a half as many books and articles and journals that I have read in the past 15 years. And I have my master's in psychology. So what happened now is that the only thing.
Congratulations, Kamau.
Thank you. But that's not the reason. Still, the story is not finished. What it created in me was that urge to study more, because I finally proved to myself that, wait a second, I can do this and I can do it well. So why not push myself to do even more? And this is what I'm talking about when I'm saying we are limiting ourselves with imaginary chains and borders and limitations in our belief system and in our understanding of what we can achieve. We can achieve so much more than what we believe ourselves to do. So that's the whole point of the story. All these impediments, all of these limiting beliefs, all of these limitations that I put on myself, that I forcefully put because I had failed again, a word that the acronym that I learned became later on, first attempt in learning. So I had several first attempts in learning until I realized how to do it the right way. And this is what I'm talking about. You want a blueprint, you want a step-to-step guide to your life, you need to start understanding what you are limiting yourself, how you are limiting yourself. Where do you want to go with this blueprint? Your first step is knowing where you are limiting yourself. And so, yeah,
Love that, Kamal, when you say ask yourself where you are limiting yourself, because we do limit ourselves in so many ways. And sometimes when you look at it, it's so painful when you look at other people, how they limit themselves when it comes to life, when it comes to this framework of life. We don't value our principles. We don't value our beliefs. We have these beliefs that are guiding us through, but we don't really understand them. So if you write down your core values and principles that you believe that they are yours, and also ask yourself these questions that Kamal has asked you. And for me as well, I'll say you have to define what success means to you as well, and how it looks like, and what do you want to achieve in all these things that you believe that these are my values, this is my framework of life. And in this framework of life, what do you want to achieve? Just write it down, and also be specific. And I always tell people as well, like, you see, we're listening to Kamal's story when he's talking about how he went back to university, and how he created his martial art school. How before he didn't believe that, he believed, he knew that's what he wanted, but anyway, he didn't bother. But there was a time where he was like, let me go for this, let me do this. And he put a message on Facebook, then he realized actually there are people who love to have this. So that's why he went ahead and did created the martial arts school. And he went ahead and studied his degree. And it wasn't easy, but he did it anyway. The sleepless night. I think I'm familiar with the sleepless night. I just do things as well. Sometimes I have 4 hours. Sometimes I have 3 hours. Sometimes I have 2 hours. Sometimes I want to sleep in the day, but I have to work. So I'm familiar with what he was going through. So you can do that. Create your own framework, but the truth is you have to cut the noise as well. Like Kamal was saying, he does not care anymore what people think. To be able to get in that level of mind, it takes loads and loads of work, loads and loads. So for those who are still the beginners of personal development, we need to actually you need to understand that in order for you to get to Kamal stage, you're going to have to do some work. There's going to be time when you begin your personal development where you're going to feel that, oh, what Kamal is saying is not right. You're going to feel that people are giving you tough love when they say you shouldn't worry about what people think. So if we worry about what people think, we're never going to get anywhere in life, because nobody agrees with anybody. So, but the truth is, if you know the results you want to achieve in life, so look at your friends, look at your family. If they are doing similar things that you want to achieve, if your family or your friends are not doing what you want to achieve, you have to go and find somewhere else, somebody else that is doing exactly what you want to achieve, so they can teach you how to get there. So that's that for me, that's what it's about. And when Kamal says he doesn't care what people think, is the attitude that I was raised by my parents. If you actually really, really care about what people think, if I can tell you the words that have been spoken under my name, people telling me if I say I'm going to do this, people say, who, you? They'll be like, you'll be surprised. Honestly, you will be surprised. But the truth is, I try not to take people's opinion very, very serious. I try to mind my own business. I try to find people that can actually help me to get there. It's like yesterday I was filming. In order for me to do that filming, it took me 2 hours. I think it was 2.5 hours to actually do the assessment online. And I had the link to actually register because it's a genuine agency where I register. That was in January. And the people that are my friends that I gave the link, they didn't register. And I can tell you that because I know if they did, they would have told me that it took them long hours to actually do the assessment. It took me 2.5 hours. And ChatGPT that is actually asking him questions to help me. He was telling me the wrong questions. So in the end, I had to actually tell ChatGPT to say, okay, you can go and wait to the other side. I'm going to do this my own way. It's going to take me a long time, but I think I'm going to have to work it out. So that's why it took me 2.5 hours, but I did it because I know the life that I need to learn. I need to go to talk show one day to be able to be a university, to be able to serve people around the world. In order for me to do that, I'm going to have to hang out with people that are doing the same. So watching the producers filming, and I was learning from them. I was learning the team, how solid they are. They are a very, very solid team. And they work together and they achieve the results that they want to achieve. And so that's what life is about, is knowing where you need to be and cutting the noise. You're going to have to shut some noise. But if you don't know how to cut the noise, you are somebody who goes around and pleasing people, it's just not going to be easy. Some people they tell me, no, sir, I can't do this because of my parents. And then you ask the questions, why your parents will not allow you to do this? They're like, I can't. Because just my parents they wouldn't allow me. I'm like, but you're older. You can do this yourself. They're like, they need approval of their parents. Kamau, you're muted.
This goes into the section of cutting the noise out, and cutting the noise out also, unfortunately, includes sometimes our most beloved, our parents, our partners, because if you want to achieve something in life, that chatter, that noise has to be cut out. In certain societies, people are frowned upon if they deviate from the norm of society. And it's called the tall poppy syndrome. When a tall poppy grows beyond the level of the norm, it is cut off. Why? Because they don't want anybody to go beyond anyone else. They want everyone to be in the same level. So it maintains a certain amount of control. Now, what happens to these tall poppies when they deviate and they get out of line? They go somewhere else, they explore, and they become those beautiful flowers. Well, when they introduce themselves back into society, society hypocritically bows down to them and says, oh, you have done such amazing things. We are so proud that you are part of our society, that you are part of this village, that you are part of this town, that you are part of this school. Why? Because it is that success in life is what promotes them, because they are incapable of growing themselves to that extent. This is a bullying system that exists everywhere. We are humans and we bully each other whether we like it or not. To a certain degree, not everyone, to a certain degree. Get rid of the chatter. Get rid of the individuals in your life that do not support you, that criticize you, that try to step on you so that you don't become better than them. These are toxic people. These are people that need to be cut out from your life because they will only drain you out. And unfortunately, it happens that you have to cut sometimes the closest people to you. It doesn't matter. Better people will come along. In the first 15 minutes, I spoke about finding your tribe. Finding your tribe is sticking with the people that have same visions, same ambitions, similar ideologies, similar mentality of growth. Because these are the individuals that will always support you. These are the individuals that will raise your mental state. These are the individuals that will take you along a successful, fulfilling life. Whether it is because you will learn from them, they learn from you, it's a quid pro quo, but life is a quid pro quo. If you really see the benefits of life, if you really understand that everything that happens to you is for your benefit, every single event in your life that you consider to be painful and suffering from it, it has a benefit for you. There is something to be learned. There is something better ahead. Now, to not extend too much time on this, we spoke about understanding your self-discovery and your introspection, how to view your life, what are your limiting beliefs. The next step is understanding your strengths, your passions, and the goals that you want to set, right? So imagine yourself being imagine everyone actually, not just you, but imagine everyone being a superhero. And at the same time, imagine that you have a special power, whatever it is, right? These are your strengths. These are your individual powers. And then there are the things that you love doing, like how you love to play games on the computer, for instance, right? I enjoy playing games on the computer. I also enjoy karate, to make it more realistic. These are sort of our passions. Now, someone grows up loving to draw. A person grows up enjoying drawing, putting the colors and all of that. And he is in a different field because his parents, because society pushed him into somewhere. But he realizes in his life that he's really good at drawing, and he didn't understand why he didn't continue, and he enjoyed it on top of that, he or she, obviously. So, and he realizes that this is even more enjoyable than the routine office job that he has. So then he decides to change his life and make drawing something that you want to play with. So combining the passions, combining the joys, combining the things that he is good at together. And this is how you start building up that blueprint. Introspection and self-discovery. Then you look at identifying your strengths, your passions, your goals, how you can align them together. That's the next step, is aligning all those goals together, right? We come back to those limiting beliefs that you have. You don't have the right tools. You don't have the right building blocks. Where can you get them? Where are they? How can you get them? Right? You start practicing. You keep doing things until you become better. There's an idea that nothing is difficult or hard. It's simply that you haven't practiced it enough. Not, obviously, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at chemistry, for instance. I was terrible at chemistry and I hated chemistry, but I haven't practiced it enough and I haven't learned it efficiently enough. And I'm sure if I practice it enough, if I understand and read it properly, if I'm taught how to understand chemistry, I will probably enjoy it, maybe a little bit. But anything that you consistently do, that you consistently practice to get better at, you will automatically get better because you will start learning things. Now, this is the third step, if you will. The fourth step of that, fourth or fifth, I don't remember. The next step of that blueprint is to create periodic review and realignment. What does this mean? Consider building blocks, and consider you are building a house of building blocks, right? And you build that simple model, and suddenly you want to add more rooms to that house. Well, this is because you want to play more with it, and you have to, you realize that, well, I want to have more space, I want to create different things in it, okay? And that is because the more we do things, and in this case, the more we play with these building blocks, the more we learn about them. And life is the same. The more you apply things into your life, the more you apply these beliefs, those skills and strengths that you have in life, the more you will realize you want to expand your knowledge about it. This is the same thing that I was telling you a few minutes ago about me studying. Now I want to continue studying again, and I want to do more, right? Again. So what happens when you start building this house? Well, let's say you transform this house into a business. You build a small business, and suddenly you realize that this business can help more people. It can create more jobs. It can contribute to society differently. But you need to expand it. Okay, so you've learned what you've had here. Now you need to expand. You need to go beyond the limitations of what you have currently. So you review everything together. You review your strengths. You review your values, your beliefs, and how these can work together to expand this business. And now take that business metaphor and apply it to yourself. Constant review and realignment of your life. That is how you create a wonderful blueprint to your life. Yeah.
Thank you, Kamal. Basically, what it's saying is consistency. You have to be consistent with what you do and make sure that it aligns with your values. If we know our values, we know our beliefs, we cannot pretend to be something that we are not, because that pretense will never, ever take us where we need to be. We need to know who we are, where we want to be. And I have friends myself. I have family members. But my values and my beliefs might be different from my friends. It is okay to have different values, but as long as I live by my values and I live by my beliefs and I let my friends embrace their difference between my values and their values and designing my own life. My daughter, she's 16. When it comes to decision in life, when we make decisions, when she does things, I always tell her, listen, the friends that you're with now, when you're 21, they won't be there. Because those friends, there will be one, maybe, or two. Because those friends, as they both grow, they all want different things. So they have two choices now, is either to accept each other for who they are becoming, or they feel they'll be like, oh, we don't have anything in common. I don't have anything in common with this person, so I cannot hang out with. I have friends that I've known for years. We have things in common of being kind and being there for each other. And our values are very, very important. We support each other, but we have different dreams. And that's what makes us unique. That's what makes us different. And when somebody needs help or they need help, we are there for each other. So that's how you create your foundation. Find people that can support you to get to where you need to be, and also as well be the supporter. Support them, not just you taking, just give support. And once you do that, you follow Kamal's attitude where I don't care how you think of me. When I go to church, when the man says Jesus, I have to check the reference from the Bible. When you hear me say amen, I'm saying amen because I agree with God. I agree with this man that is actually telling me the truth. And if I question whatever he's saying, that means he is not speaking the truth. But the truth is, I have to go through with what is written in the Bible. So when you hear me saying, this talking about things and things like that, if I go to church, or if I'm here at Ngozi Talk Shows, I know the vision about Ngozi Talk Shows. I know where we need to go, and mostly where I need to go with Ngozi Talk Shows. And all I got to do is keep pushing. Trust me, life is going to throw you with challenges. But those challenges, you have to know that they're just there to give you strength. Like Kamal was saying, is you have to keep rewriting the page. If you see the page of your story that you've written is not working, it's making you stuck, unstuck yourself. Don't complain and feel sorry for yourself. I went yesterday, I just went for filming. I got told what the thing is about, and then I got there and got assigned to somebody that can help me to dress up, making sure I'm wearing the right costumes every time I go get changed. But I wasn't used to for somebody coming in and touching my hair and fixing my hair all the time. That got me annoyed, which the woman realized that actually I don't need to go in. She just fixed my hair, and I just let my hair be, making sure that is how it, and then it comes and touch me and making sure I'm like, oh, okay, not used to that. And then I go and get dressed. Basically, I'm getting naked. The woman is there dressing me up, she's opening the top. I'm like, I can do it myself, though. So I just had to say to my heart, I can do it myself. So I'm naked and she's there. I'm like, okay, this is the life this is where I need to be. So I'm just going to just suck it up. And just instead of giving somebody an attitude, I'm just going to suck it up and say, this is the lifestyle that this is where I'm heading. So I just had to work hard. I have to give people that are in the film industry, it's not easy. I come home, I say to my children, is that what you do all day? And they're like, my daughter, she's 7. She goes, Mommy, it's not easy. Did you think it was easy to film? I'm like, yeah, it's not easy. Honestly, it's the lifestyle and people around you that you're gonna have to just, and some people were crying because they're not used to it. They've been assigned by somebody, and that person, if they say what they don't like, they don't like it. So some people were crying yesterday because they are used to living the life, doing things in their own way. And they're not used to it, being pressured and doing this, and they're not used to it. So I was like, no, so suck it up. That's why you said you want to just go for it and just do it and get on with it. So that's all the things that when you go through this life, is just going to throw you with the different things, and the success is not easy. Some people can see me shopping and doing all this, and they say, no, life is easy. Yes, it's easy, but it is what we can tolerate in life. If we can tolerate the push, to face our fears, to climb the mountain and go to the other side, writing, building your own, your life blueprint and step by step is not easy, because sometimes you might feel not okay. The day you don't feel not okay is the day where you must continue. The day you feel that, okay, I think I don't feel like doing this, I just feel like taking a break. You have to evaluate your life. Is it the right time to take a break, or that means there's opportunity there. So, or is it time to actually keep going and keep going and keep going? And then until you get to where you need to be. And once you get to where you need to be, find the support people, the coaches. Desmond O'Connor is my coach, business coach. What I do is when somebody is coaching me, I I listen to them, what they're teaching me. If they make sense, I stay with them. But if they don't make sense, I'm out. So there's somebody that challenges you, but at the same time, he has this network of people. The reason why I was filming yesterday is because one of his friends, actually his network, I took his number, he gave me his number, so I kept his number. So this guy sent me a message and said, Nomsa, these people are looking for people who are filming. So I thought you'd be the right candidate. You have the right attitude and the right character. Can you connect with them? So that is the environment that I've created myself. That's how I got to get to where filming yesterday. That was a few months ago, 6 months ago. He gave me the number and the link to contact them. And because he's there with Des actually recommended me. I was like, I like coaching Nomsa. She has the right attitude. I just listen. I don't have time to argue. When somebody actually tells me, Nomsa, you need to do this, and if I see that he is causing fear to me, I just go home and just pray about it. And I just get on with it. If I still feel less confidence, I give them a call again and I tell them how I'm feeling. This is how I'm feeling. And that person will guide me through it until I work on myself and feel better. That's why you have to create your own life based on what you believe to be true. And I knew that when Des was coaching me that time, I knew where I needed to be there. I knew the attitude and the character. So he recommended me to this guy. I was like, I like coaching that girl. She's just there. She listens to everything that I say to her. If she doesn't like it, she challenges me. So if there's something that I don't like, I challenge him. I have a right to challenge somebody in order for me to understand why they want me to do what they want me to do. So that's what Kamal was saying. You got to shut the noise. Cut the noise, because the noise is the one that tells you are not enough. It's the noise of people, family members, friends telling you that you can't do this. And they tell you 20 reasons, but you just have to cut it and just, I don't know your values. For me, I cut the noise, and the only person that I work with is God. I have these coaches at Ngosi talk shows that I speak to. If I get stuck, I know there's one of them that is going to make me see sense in life. Or I have other coaches outside. I have a relationship coach. I have pastors, my spiritual fathers that are guiding me through life. I have business coach. I have too many coaches in life. Honestly, I have too many that I have. And the reason why I have these people is because I know I can't do it alone. So the reason why I'm sharing this is we are here to go to talk to your own life, your own framework. Get in touch with Kamal. Don't just watch Kamal online and just keep complaining and saying my life is. He can give you a free consultation. Just get out there, speak to him. Maybe you want to study and you don't know how. You don't have the courage. He's done it. Business-wise, he set up his own business. Just speak to him. Create your own framework. Conduct Nomsa. For me, it's like I just created my own life. I come from the life where I come from my stepdad. They are rich family. My dad, they are normal people. My granddad was rich, but he never transferred his wealth to his children. His children, when he died, people start fighting for money and things. And then while they're busy fighting, while the rich is scattering. So I'm trying to rebuild my legacy for my bloodline right now. That's what I'm doing, because I realize that my bloodline, we are capable, we have wealth, we have this. So that's what I'm doing. So you can be the changer in your bloodline. So that's where I come from. I was raised in the village. I have a city, we have a home in the city, but I was raised in the village. I went to school in the village. I came to United Kingdom and people were like, you going to the UK, you have to have a degree to go to the UK. You have to go to university in order for people to recognize you at the airport. I was like, I don't need a degree. I need to go to UK to get a degree. So I'll get it when I get there. And I came here I was just Nomsa airport. They asked me, I just tell them this is what I'm here for. And then I enter United Kingdom. I had to stay. For me to be in the United Kingdom and do what I do, I had to remember the foundation of life. When you enter United Kingdom, they stamp your stamp, Nomsa. What did you say you were here for? And that's what I'm here for. I'm not here for the noise. And that's why I'm here for. If I was to enter a relationship or have a relationship with somebody, let's say I'm single, I'm not here to make noise or somebody to play games with me. I'm just here. I'm in a relationship to have a relationship. We have Nkosi talk shows here. And Kamau, actually, you've reminded me your attitude. I've been busy trying you to chase the coaches. Now I've forgot your attitude that you don't do the chasing. So I'm here at Nkosi talk shows to achieve. Unmute yourself, Kamau.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting because it's a touch mute, so I don't pay attention to it. No, I was just going to say I don't do chasing, because if you don't want to do something, I can't help you. I'm not going to grab your hand. There's no point. It's a waste of time and energy. And this is exactly what you're talking about. People that want to join us, people that want to ask questions, people that want a change in their life, they will go for it. You won't need to. You don't have to tell them, come on, are you doing this and all of that? Yes, there is a sales process. I know about the sales process. I know that you have to send, so how are you feeling? Do you want to start now? And no, I don't do this. You come, you have a session with me, a free session. We talk about stuff. Maybe I help you with one thing. I give you the deal and that's it. Yes, no, I'm not going to chase you. Because if you don't want to do something, there's no point, no matter how much I nag. And I don't want to nag and have somebody do 6-7 sessions, half of my program, and then midway, like, no, I don't have the energy, I don't have the thing. And I was like, nah, I don't like this. I'm a confrontational person. If I don't like what you're saying, I'm going to confront you and I'm going to make you feel bad. So do your part. And this brings me to, because we're close to finishing our talk, this brings me to the final thing that I want to say, to encourage each one of you. And I'm going to use a saying by Lao Tzu. And he said, the journey to 1,000 miles begins with a single step. At the end
that is so true. You can't chase it. I always say to people, I always tell people, this is what I'm doing and this is what you can do. And if somebody is not interested, my family knows that I have an attitude like, Kamau, I don't chase somebody who is eager to do something. When somebody says, I want this, Nomsa, whatever it takes. Hi, Dewa. I'll visit you one day. Dewa is a yoga teacher, is a laughing yoga teacher, is a very nice man. So it's having that attitude of wanting something. How much do you want this? It's like success. You have to, it's like when you're coaching somebody, I see people like they say Tony Robbins, oh, his work doesn't work. So I'm like, listen, his work, it does work, but it doesn't work how you think that, okay, Tony Robbins is famous. If I go to his event and I'm going to be, the following day, I will use his products and I'm going to be the same. No, it doesn't work like that. You got to do the work. Yeah. Whatever you do in life, you have to be willing to. And then we have this problem where things might go wrong in the process. You have to be somebody with the energy, courage to pick yourself up, because Nomsa can't pick yourself up. So those are the things that you're gonna have to realize. Like right now, we are at Nkosi Talk Shows. My website is not working. Hope Springs Eternally Introduction Agents, the website is not working. And my email address, the other day I wake up, emails are not coming through. Normally I get annoyed when I open my inbox, my emails are like flooded. So I was like, why is my emails not flooded? That means that something is not right. So I realized that my emails are not working. So the same people domain for the website are the same people that are supplying me emails. So I called them. I was like, can you have a look? And then this guy goes, no, sir, I am tired. Things are just going wrong with the business. So you are not the only person. Things are just, I was like, tell me about it. Things are just, I could have easily screamed and shouted, and I don't have time to shout because I need people to fix my problems. And those are the things that you're going to have to, when you go through the life, designing your life, that problems will appear. But it is the attitude now. How do you respond to them? Or people will let you down. How do you respond to that? So those are the things that you're going to have to, sometimes it needs patience as well. My daughter, she's going on holiday, France with school on Tuesday. She comes to me, she goes, Mommy, I can't find my passport. The woman is crying. She's 16, she's actually crying. Here is me, I'm actually in my head, the women, how we're responding like human beings, how we are responding. So I'm starting to believe that the passport is actually missing. It's not there where I put all the documents. She's doing GCSEs, tomorrow is her last day. And she's crying. So I'm like, okay, stop crying. The passport, if it's not here, that means it's with your dad. So the other way around. So let's go quiet, don't cry. We'll find it. So I'm going to look in the bag where the passport is. It should be. I'm looking, all our passport is there, but I have two passports, United Kingdom one and the home and my African passport. My African passport is the same with the new one, the old one, United Kingdom. She's not, doesn't have a red passport now. She have the new one, the old one that they used before, because we're out of EU. We still have the red ones. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, this is my passport. I was like, no. Let me have a look again. I was like, that's her passport. So I'm thinking, I'm calling her. I'm like, whose passport is this? She goes, it's not mine, it's yours. I was like, no, it says United Kingdom. You are the only person that has this passport. So I could have easily started messing her up. She's doing GCSEs in my head, but I don't respond that way. May I just keep my cool down? So the reason why I'm sharing this is in life, you have to, when you're building your own life, designing it, you have to know you're on your own. You have the coaches, but the coaches, they have already done it. In order for them to guide you through, you have to allow them. You have to give them, you have to open the door. But if you are that person with an attitude, the door will be closed. It cannot open. Because you're going to give the coach attitude and they're not going to go. If you are the person that gives up very easily, when you're presented with the problems, you just give up and the door won't open. So you have to be somebody that is a fighter, somebody that cuts the noise, does not listen to no one. Listen to your God, listen to yourself, listen to the people around you that are actually guiding you through. Anybody else that is not guiding you through, they can wait to put them on the side, love them and put them on the side. And those who are guiding you through, you love yourself, you respect yourself, you value yourself. When you get knocked down, pick yourself up. Your coach can't pick yourself up. They might have the answers to help you through life, but they can't pick yourself up. You pick yourself up and then you keep going. When you do get the results of success, I can't tell you the feeling, how it feels like. After you climb the mountain and you're celebrating that joy, I cannot tell you how it feels. It feels so good and so unique to know who you are as a person. Some of the people that are following me on Facebook, you guys know that me, I tell as it is. When I'm feeling bad, I'm not going to put on Facebook that I'm wonderful. I don't do that. When I'm finished, whatever I'm doing, I just put it the way my feelings are, how I'm feeling. And it helps me to build my uniqueness. So we are here, guys, at Ngozi Talk Shows. Find your own voice, lead from within, Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. UK time. If you want to connect with me, I'm afraid my website is not working at the moment. It is down. It's being sorted out. I don't know. It could be tomorrow. It was meant to be last week. So there are no guarantees. Kamal says There are no guarantees for tomorrow. So it might be next week. So just keep checking, but you can get in touch with me on social media. My email is not working. So by the way, guys, so those who've been to my website who have my email, but I think my Gmail, it works. So you on LinkedIn, my email is there. You can contact me by using Gmail, or you can contact me on Facebook using Gmail. So you have that opportunity. My phone number is there. My phone number works. My office number and my mobile number works. So you can get in touch that way. And you want to get in touch with Kamau. Kamau, tell the audience where they can get in touch with you and who you are as a person as well. And also, guys, Kamau, if you want to listen to his story, if you're somebody who is struggling, I don't know, just go and watch the video from the beginning, how he created his own life. He's finished his master's degree as well, and how he finished that. It was something that he never intended to study, but he ended up studying it. Also, just listen to the video from the beginning as well. His story is very inspiring. He inspires me because I'm very close to him. And so I just watch the journey, how these coaches go through their journey, and they inspire me as well. I'm not talking because he's just there. Nah.
No, I know. Thank you, Nomsa. It really fills my heart, and I'm honored. For the audience, you can find me on Instagram, just kamal.amer. You can find me on Facebook and on LinkedIn. And you can also finally find me on my website, kamalamer.com. It's still in the process of being built, but the main things are over there. The main page is there, and you can contact me through the form over there if you want to reach out to me. And who am I? I am a karate teacher. I'm an English teacher as a second language. I am a certified NLP trainer, master practitioner. I specialize in life purpose coaching, and I have a master's in psychology. What I do is I help people create a foundation to their life, a foundation of purpose, a foundation to a life filled with fulfillment. So what I did is I created a very unique interactive 14-week program. This program includes or combines cognitive behavioral psychology, NLP, and positive psychology that enables you to examine, reinforce your core values and beliefs, and lead you towards a path that is filled with purpose and fulfillment. This in tandem with ancient Egyptian methodology brought up by the ancient goddess Ma'at, who was the embodiment of harmony and balance in life. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kamau. And thank you so much for those who are watching us on social media. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel, or you can join membership as well. And if you're watching us on Facebook, please like our page and become part of the family. It's nice to say, welcome to Nkosi Talk Show's family. And you're like, yes, I am Nomsa's family. So yeah, God bless everyone. You guys know who I am anyway. You know what I do. I'm your love harmonist. I harmonize love. Love is what I harmonize, and I do all sorts of things. I am the lead manager at Aden University, and I have my business, Hope Springs Eternal Introduction Agency, and I'm one of the coaches at Nkosi Talk Shows. And I do so many things. Yesterday I was filming. So any challenge you put my way, I just do it. And I'm a musician as well. Weekends I go and play music. So I'm always busy, but at the same time, I have time for my family as well. I just try to do what I can while I'm on earth. So live with grace, everyone, and God bless.